When it comes to choosing the right grass for your lawn, it's about more than just looks. You want turf that's tough enough to handle Florida's climate, that fits your yard's conditions and requires the level of maintenance that you're ready to commit to. At Drake Lawn and Pest Control, we specialize in a range of grass types that are well suited to our region. In this video, we're going to walk you through the most common grasses that we work with, their strengths, their weaknesses, and how to keep them looking their best. Zoysia. Let's start with one of the most popular and increasingly in-demand grass types across Florida, zoysia grass. Zoysia grasses were originally introduced to the U.S. from Asia and are known for their beauty and performance. Over the years, turfgrass breeders have significantly improved zoysia varieties to enhance insect resistance, speed up establishment, and optimize overall durability. Zoysia grasses adapt well to a wide range of soil types, showing strong tolerance to shade, salt, and foot traffic. Plus, their dense sod makes them highly resistant to weed invasion. That said, some pest issues can still be problematic, and it's important to monitor and maintain your lawn. One zoysia cultivar that we work with often is Empire zoysia, also known by its cultivar name SS500. It resembles the cultivar El Toro in texture and is known for its dense growth and lush green color. Its establishment rate is moderate, meaning that it takes a bit of time to become fully established, but the results are worth it. Empire zoysia does well in both sandy and clay soils and grows aggressively from stolons to rhizomes. Zoysia grass is ideally mowed using a reel mower, but if you don't have one available, you can still use a standard rotary lawnmower. Empire zoysia is not the best option for shady areas. It prefers full sun and is susceptible to large patch disease, also known as brown patch fungus. Despite this, it is a favorite in many Florida communities because it delivers a strong, healthy lawn when maintained properly. So, how do you maintain zoysia grass? Mowing is key. If fertilized as recommended, zoysia grasses need frequent mowing during the summer months. For Empire zoysia, we recommend mowing once a week at a height of 2 to 2.5 inches using a rotary mower. This height allows for healthy growth and keeps the lawn looking great. Mowing too high or infrequently can lead to a buildup of thatch and a messy appearance. And because zoysia has coarse leaves, a sharp mower blade is essential for a clean cut. Clippings should be left on the lawn to naturally decompose. They don't cause thatch, and they actually provide nutrients back to the soil. Watering zoysia correctly is just as important. This grass will go brown and dormant quickly in drought conditions. However, it'll green up again once watered. The best watering method is to water as needed. Signs that your zoysia lawn needs water include folded or wilting blades, a blue-gray tint, or footprints that remain visible. When you see these signs, apply about 3/4 to 1 inch of water. This penetrates the top 8 to 12 inches of soil where the roots are most concentrated. St. Augustine. Next, let's talk about St. Augustine grass, a longtime staple across Florida lawns. St. Augustine produces a green to blue-green turf that's adapted to most Florida soils and weather conditions. It's known for its relatively good salt tolerance and strong shade performance in certain cultivars. St. Augustine establishes quickly, whether you plant it as sod, plugs, or sprigs. However, it does come with a few drawbacks. St. Augustine needs regular watering to stay green and healthy, especially during dry spells. It doesn't tolerate high traffic well, and it'll go dormant in cooler months, turning a brown or tan color until spring. This grass is prone to thatch if it's over-fertilized or over-watered. Its broad leaves create a soft texture but don't form a dense carpet like zoysia. In terms of pests, the biggest threat is the southern chinch bug. Other threats include diseases like gray leaf spot, brown patch fungus, sod webworms, and mole crickets. St. Augustine grass comes in several cultivars. Two of the most commonly used are Floratam and Seville. Floratam is the most widely used St. Augustine cultivar in Florida. It was released in 1973 and offers vigorous growth in the spring and the summer. However, Floratam does poorly in shaded areas and needs at least 6 hours of sun a day. We recommend mowing Floratam at 3.5 to 4 inches and only in full sun. Seville is a finer textured, darker green variety with a lower growth habit. It performs best in shaded areas but is more sensitive to cold. Seville should be mowed at 2 to 2.5 inches and is prone to thatch buildup, so careful maintenance is key. During active growth seasons, mowing once a week is typical. In winter, especially in North Florida, you may not need to even mow at all. Watering should also be done on an as-needed basis. Look for folded blades, wilting, or lingering footprints as signs that your grass needs water. Apply 3/4 to 1 inch per watering, reaching down 8 to 12 inches into the soil. Always follow local watering restrictions. Bermuda grass. Now, let's shift to Bermuda grass. This grass is common on golf courses, athletic fields, and upscale landscapes for good reason. Bermuda grass produces a dense, medium to dark green turf with excellent drought and water tolerance. It handles salt and cold well, although it'll go dormant in low temperatures. Bermuda establishes quickly and can outcompete many weed species. It's a great choice for lawns that don't have an irrigation system, as it survives dry conditions better than most grasses. However, Bermuda grass requires more maintenance than other home grasses. It's prone to insects, disease, and nematode problems and grows very aggressively. This means that it can invade garden beds and may require edging. That rapid growth also contributes to thatch buildup. Bermuda doesn't do well in shade and generally loses its green color during colder months. Mowing Bermuda correctly makes a big difference. Under low to moderate maintenance, mow it to a height of 1 to 2 inches once or twice a week. For higher-end lawns or sports fields, Bermuda can be mowed down to 1/2 inch with more frequent mowing. A reel mower is recommended for mowing under 1 inch. As always, never remove more than 1/3 of the blade at once and leave clippings on the ground unless they form unsightly clumps. Watering Bermuda follows the same as-needed rule. Watch for folded blades or footprints that linger and apply 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch when needed. This saturates the top 4 to 6 inches of soil. You can use a tuna can or other food can to test and determine how long your irrigation system should run. Bahia grass. Finally, let's talk about Bahia grass. This is a low-maintenance option best suited for large lots and areas without irrigation. Bahia grass has a deep root system, thrives in infertile sandy soils, and needs minimal water and fertilizer. It doesn't form a dense carpet, and it lacks the soft cushioning of other grass types, but it stays alive and it rebounds well after droughts. Bahia tolerates heat, but doesn't handle shade, salt, or heavy traffic well. Bahia grass produces tall seed heads throughout the spring, summer, and fall, which some homeowners find unattractive. You'll need to mow regularly to keep these under control. Bahia has few insect problems, but it is susceptible to mole crickets. Mowing Bahia should be done every 7 to 14 days during active growth at a height of 3 to 4 inches. Taller grass promotes deeper roots and better stress tolerance. Seed heads are tough, so a sharp mower blade is essential. Clippings should be left on the lawn to decompose and help provide nutrients. Watering Bahia grass should also be done in an as-needed basis. It can survive long periods without water by going dormant, turning brown till it rains again. When you do water, apply 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch, reaching about 8 inches deep. Don't overwater, as this can weaken the grasses and encourage weeds. At Drake Lawn and Pest Control, we understand Florida's unique climate and soil conditions, and we have years of experience working with these grasses to create healthy, thriving lawns. We're here to help your lawn look its best year-round. Drake Lawn and Pest Control. Quality service, guaranteed.